Ever wanted to capture the vibrant colors and lifelike details of a parrot in watercolor? Today, I'm going to show you step by step how to bring this beautiful bird to life on paper, from finding the perfect color blends to layering feathers for depth and adding those finished touches that makes the feathers pop. Grab your brushes and let's start painting. Hi everyone, I'm Windy and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a self-taught artist, sharing tips, techniques, and inspiration I've picked up along the way. My goal is to help you to grow as an artist and create in your own unique way. So join me to discover new skills, spark your creativity, and let's grow together. Parrots are full of vibrant hues, so let's start by finding just the right color tones to make coloring easier later. Try mixing different shades and test them on a separate sheet to see how they look once dry. Pay close attention to vibrance in blue, greens, reds, and those deep, rich shades that add contrast, as parrots often have multiple colors in their feathers. I'll list all the colors I'm using in the description box below if you'd like to follow along. Here's a complete pencil sketch for the parrot. Feel free to pause the video here to take a screenshot and use it as your guide. With our color palette ready, let's start by layering down a soft base layer using the wet on wet technique. Use a larger brush to evenly wet the entire paper with a thin layer of clean water. This ensures you cover all areas before any sections start to dry out, which can happen if you're using a smaller brush. Be sure to reach all edges with water, as we will also be adding soft blurred background. While the paper is still damp, apply light diluted color in the background for a gentle hazy effect. Then add a light base layer for the parrot itself. Keep this layer subtle to allow room for building depth in later layers. Now let's add our mid-tone layers, which will be slightly darker than the base layer. With the paper now semi-dry, begin applying colors for each feather section. If you notice any hard edges forming, use a separate brush with clean water to soften them for a more natural look. Gradually build up darker shades to bring depth to the feathers. Paying close attention to different feather colors, details, and where shadows naturally fall. Take your time with this step. It's quite important for capturing the parrot's unique feather texture. Once the mid-tone layer is complete, it's time to add the darkest shade. Carefully layer these deep tones to define individual feather groups, focusing on areas like wings, around the neck, and near the body core where shadows are strongest. Work slowly and build the depth gradually. This step is essential for bringing out the realistic details and making the parrot look 3D. Now let's focus on the parrot's beak and eye, adding key details to bring realism to its face. For the beak, apply darker tones along the edges, keeping the center lighter to enhance its solid shape and structure. Remember to leave reflection area on the left side untouched for a natural shine effect. For the eye, use a small brush to create sharp dark lines around the contour for adding definition and lifelike detail. At this stage, also add fine feather details and strengthen the shadow around the head to enhance texture and depth. For the final step, I return to add some fine details to the feathers, refining textures and depth. Using a small brush and a touch of white gouache, I apply highlights on the feather tips and in areas where light naturally hits. These subtle highlights bring dimension and make the Pyrrole appear lifelike, adding that final touch of realism to the painting. And that's it. We just painted a beautiful realistic parrot in watercolor. I hope you enjoyed following along and picked up some new techniques for creating depth and details. If you would like to keep exploring watercolor animals, be sure to check out my other tutorials, like painting realistic tigers, sea turtles, and more. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and let me know in the comments if there's another animal you would love to see next. Thanks for watching. Happy painting!